folks, Poster, welcome back to another Pokemon Massive video, and let's hatch some eggs. So now that the bug type egg event is gone, I can go back to hunting for 3 passive striker Bellsprouts, and that's a 2 passive striker Bellsprout, which is unfortunate because I still don't have that 3 passive striker Bellsprout. If you guys are keeping count. Anyways, speaking of, let's also get our daily discounts in. So anyways, as usual, if you guys do enjoy this video and all the other content, make sure to subscribe and all that good stuff. And we got nothing. Cool. What about this one? Please? Please. Rip. Oh, that didn't work. Last one. Can we at least get some decent amount of... You know what? I actually want skip tickets a bit more than sync orbs recently. Not that I have a shortage of them. I think I have like 600 something skip tickets right now I've stocked up. But anyways, yeah, today we're going to talk about the new gears and stuff that showed up in the EX Plaza, as they're named now, right? I personally spent a while grinding these around like 2 days. Like, here's the thing, I got like all the gears like grinded out and maxed out on like day 1, except for the ghost pin, which took me 2 days before I could get a single ghost pin drop. I don't know why. But anyways, if you guys haven't known already, the EX Challenges, they've added every single type of gear. So as you can see, there's like steel type gear now. Like every stage now drops 3 different types of gear. And don't worry, they drastically improved the drop rates. So a few differences that's happened with the EX Plaza. First of all, you could go ahead and do, you know, the solo co-op thing, create your own team, go in by yourself, have 3 times speed, which is very, very beneficial and much, you know, easier to go ahead and clear stages much quicker, right? As long as you have okayish units that could beat them, right? Which generally, again, none of these are extremely hard or whatever, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And also, like I mentioned before, we got every single type of gear now, and also these also do have a chance of dropping eggs if you guys want that, I guess. And also, they don't cost any stamina, so you can play these as much as you want. You know, it's 0 stamina cost, just, which is fantastic, right? So for folks who are wondering, you know, what's the most efficient way to obtain gear in this new system, right? Because again, we did get a few different types of gear, you know, new gear introduced. So if you've already maxed out all the gear beforehand, or you know, almost max them out, you don't have to do every single one of them to get all the gear. I've compiled a list of EX challenges that you could go ahead and do in, you know, whatever order, so you don't waste your time doing you know, some that already have that gear in like another challenge, which is more efficient. Again, you know, we're just talking about the most efficient way to grind these gears. For example, Brock stage gives you what? Gives you steel type gear, right? Yeah, gives you steel type gear, but also gives you rock and grass, which folks generally don't need, since, you know, if you played long enough, grass and rock, you probably would have already grinded out to max before, right? Because those were old gears. So you probably don't want to do Brock. You probably want to do some other stage that gives you steel instead. For example, Rosa stage is much better because Rosa stage not only gives you flying, but also gives you steel and fairy. So that's 2 out of, you know, 3 new gear types. Since most of these stages, except for 1, retains at least their original type gear, right? So most stages will that we're going through will have at least 2 different type gears, right? And there's one that has like 3 because they changed the original gear. Because what they're trying to do here is they have 2 of the same type gear spread through each stage, right? So throughout all these stages, there's, you know, 2 stages that give you fairy gear, 2 stages that give you, you know, steel gear. And just for the max efficiency, this is probably the stages that you want to do. You want to do Rosa first of all. Rosa for the as you know, we just mentioned, the fairy and steel type. Rosa first, fairy and steel, and then you got Flannery. Don't want to do Berry. I think has like 0 new gear, which is weird. Flannery gives you Bug and Ghost. Flannery gives you Bug and Ghost. And then Clear, all the way down here. Clear gives you Dark and Fighting. Clear gives you Dark and Fighting. And then Janine gives you actually 3, right? It gives you Poison, Normal, and also Ghost, unless you already, you know, farmed up Ghost with Flannery EX, right? So like, okay, here's the thing. Depending on what you want to farm, you probably don't have to farm Flannery EX if you're going to do this instead. If you're going to like farm Price EX instead, right? So you don't have to farm Flannery EX if you're farming Price. If you want to farm Flannery EX and you don't have to farm Price, and you can farm Marshall, but I think it's probably more efficient if you don't farm Flannery and you just farm Price EX, because again, with Janine you get Poison, Normal, and Ghost, and then Price drops you, if I could click it without the thing, without my phone sliding off, Price gives you Electric, Ice, and Bug, / Ice and Bug, which, you know, are the new ones, since you don't really need Electric anymore. So those are probably the most efficient ways of getting gear so far, right? Because you cover them all. You got Fairy, Steel, Ice, Bug, what else? Dark, Fighting, and Poison, Normal, Ghost, right? So basically, the shortest route to completing them all is EX Rosa, EX Price, EX Claire, and EX Janine, which gives you all the new types of gears that we've had so far. So anyways, that's for that, and you know, for those who are still struggling with what gears do, how to, you know, use them, upgrade them, we'll just go through it really fast, because again, this is not new. Gears basically give your team that has of the same type a buff, and of the different type half the buffs. So like, even if you're not like, as you can see, fire gear, if you max it out, 2 stars, it gives you plus 50 HP and plus 40 to both attacks. If you're fire type, if you're not fire type, it's 25 and 20/20, right? So there's that. It's just pretty straightforward. It's stats. You should get it. Once you're out of stamina, there's nothing else to do anyways, right? Except for full first battle, you know, if you haven't completed that one yet. But anyways, as to how to upgrade gear, pretty simple. You go to the unlock level cap part, and then you just use dupes of a gear. Do I have any extra 2-star gear that we could do this on? All right, so for example, we got, you know, dupes of a gear, and then I don't know if you could like do this before multi, you know, tap, but anyways, you could do that, and then press OK, and then it unlocks the level cap so that you can max it out in the level up section, right? Level up section, whoops, that's the wrong thing. There we go, gear, and then upgrade gear. Where's the normal gear? Anyways, that's the normal pin that we just saw. Then upgrade, we use these materials. These materials just drop from the EX Challenges. Generally, you don't really need you know, too much to upgrade these, just because you get so many drops now, right? Like, they've juiced the drops on these a lot. It used to be really tough to farm these because the drop rates are so bad, but like, now the drop rates are really good, unless you're me and you just can't get a ghost type pin to save your life. But yeah, that's it, I guess. As to why, I mean, I guess normal pin is semi-useful. The other normal ones aren't really, because you can use normal pin with Eevee. But anyways, yeah, that's me in this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. I'll see you guys in the next one.